That's bourbon. Traders, investors, what is going on? We are back. What is this, a third world country? There, internet. So not good. Mentioned this in some of the last couple videos, but talked about it in the Discord repeatedly. Not good. We'll get back to that. Let's get to CCIV. What is up with the internet, man? Alright, here we go. We are at a low. A serious low. So what's next? What's the move? We buying, holding, selling? Well, I'm holding because I got filled back in here. And I sold most of my shares in here. Only have the shares that I made free riding at this point, so I'm not really too concerned with it. There's no way it gets back to 15. If it does, I'm loading the boat. MAC doesn't look great. We're on the 4-hour chart right now. No gap. It's completely converged. It's touching. It's about to cross. And we're already to the downside, so it's not great. The momentum doesn't look good. And I mean, the market just doesn't look good. And it's not just CCIV, man. I mean, it's every stock. Look at the SPACs. All the SPACs are getting hit. Just a lot of speculative money is leaving and sitting on the sidelines. And also, it's moving into other stocks. We've seen recovery stocks kind of making a recovery today. Meh, whatever. So maybe not so much the airlines, but some banking stocks. I think Verizon had a decent day today. Visa, nope. Anyways, so there's some stuff that isn't bleeding, but you look at the heat map, and yeah, like most stuff is bleeding. So as far as I'm aware of, nothing has changed with CCIV. The merger is still going down. Just a lot of profit taking, a lot of shorting, stop losses triggering panic selling, you name it. That has been the market that we've been living in the last couple weeks. And so that said, I've switched my strategies. I mean, the swings that I'm holding still are just ones that I couldn't get out of completely, so I've been adding to them. But other than that, I'm just doing quick trades. We kind of walked you guys through this today on Twitter. We played SOS this morning. Nothing crazy. I was busy at work, so I didn't want to go in with too much size. Just got like 300 shares, made 500 bucks. Quick in and out. But yeah, so I'm just kind of in day trade, scalp mode, until we can get some kind of normality going on in futures. Unbelievable, the loading times. I don't know what's going on. So today's sell-off was fueled by a number of things, obviously, but labor data was reported today, and it wasn't particularly great. Treasury yields have been surging. Private payrolls in February were about half of what was expected. And also we have the looming uncertainty, is the stimulus bill going to get passed? Frankly, I don't even know if I want it to get passed. I don't think we need more debt, but that's another conversation. So futures love that. We had that nice rally over the weekend, and then it kind of continued into Monday. We've been selling off on this inflation fear and some of the other things we just talked about, so keep your stops tight. Keep your plays quick. That's why we work for freebies. Let the freebies ride through this and do whatever. I don't care. I'm just worried about my capital. Alright, so real quick, while I have you here, let's talk about some sectors that I'm looking at getting into. I haven't built a position yet in either of these, but I think there's a lot of potential moving forward, and let me tell you why. So this whole pandemic has caused a lot of shortcomings in state budgets. And so this article right here talks about how, well, and also this article here and this article here. I mean, there's lots of articles talking about how sports betting could be a saving grace to some of these states. It's been 2.5 years since the Supreme Court took down the federal ban on sports betting, allowing states to decide themselves. And so because there's a shortcoming with budgets, this is causing states to have to look for revenue streams. And this is a revenue stream. Other states have already started to follow suit and are doing this. I believe, where is it? This article right here talks about how New York is legalizing sports betting. So there's going to be a lot of states doing this in order to fill that budget gap. And also because it's blue wave right now, everyone knows MJ is going to be a thing. We're going to see a wave of decriminalizing, legalizing, just different laws being passed that can allow states to go recreational a lot easier. In Colorado in 2020, they raised $2 billion in taxing MJ. So, there's two potential revenue streams that are legal or that are going to be made legal for states to tap into in order to fix this budgeting shortfall. And we've seen lots of these stocks running recently. Even though futures have been crazy, skills has been running down a little bit. But it had that nice run there. And before all this craziness, it was on a pretty solid uptrend. Same thing with Penn, DKNG. And more recently, something came onto my radar. Actually, Market Scraper pointed this out. SLGG. Saw this on the scanner this morning as well, on the unusual volume scanner. And of course, good old Fubo. So yeah, a lot of these stocks are beat down right now. AFA and all those things. So these stocks are beat down right now, and there's a lot of potential in the future. So I'm planning on building out an MJ position, and I'm planning on building out a sports betting position, because I think there's a lot of opportunity there. So freebies or cry, stops or die. I hope you enjoyed. Catch you in the next one, traders.